And we are back. Now, for today's episode, we are going to talk about our post-band modern deck. So, what is our post-band blue-white control deck going to be? Here it is. Well, since we are not really affected that much, aside from the fact that, of course, we don't have Mystic Sanctuary anymore, and that is, of course, one of the best cards in this deck because of how busted this card is with Cryptic Command. But of course, some people are using it much worse than we do, but we get affected by the banning, of course. I already removed the Mystic Sanctuaries in this deck. This one's already legal. I've replaced them with Celestial Colonnade is back and Glacial Fortress. And for this specific type, we are still playing Narset Potter of Veils, this combo, and Gaia Reach Sanitary. So at least we still have one combo left for now. I also added Think Twice because since a lot of decks are gone now, there is one deck that will definitely come back, and that is Jund. And as we all know, Jund has a thing in ripping your hands apart and leaving you with nothing. So it's good when you don't have anything left in your hand. Most of the changes that I did in this deck are in the sideboard. So let's go ahead and talk about the sideboard. Here is our sideboard. So this is where I made all the changes. So I still have two Blessed Alliance because, as I've explained earlier, there's going to be a lot of aggro decks showing up this time. And because of that, I've added a second Timely Reinforcement. I also added one Rest in Peace because of the new best possible Titan in the modern format, which is Croxa. And also I've added Weathered Runestone because I don't have Grafdigger's Cage, and I guess for an additional mana it stops pretty much everything else, not just creatures, as long as they are non-land permanents. So I'm gonna try and use Weathered Runestone instead of Grafdigger's Cage. I'm leaning towards using that and then probably having Rest in Peace still around just in case I really need that graveyard to be completely taken care of. And then I have two Weathered Runestones just in case I need to stop the Croxa decks or any other decks that would utilize their graveyard, because nowadays, after the bannings, it seems like graveyard will be a thing again. And then I've added Crucible of Words. Why? Because Tron might be back. Who knows? And one of the weaknesses of my deck, well, actually, one of my weaknesses is Tron. Still have Ashok because it's taking care of both searching the libraries, taking care of the graveyards. So I still have Ashok around just in case. And that's pretty much the sideboard. That's where we made all the changes. And this is like day one of post-banning. So I'm still speculating of the things that would probably show up. That's why this is my sideboard. Of course, once we get a better grasp of the meta, of the situation, once we know exactly what's out there, then we'll make some adjustments into our sideboard and probably in our main deck as well. But for now, that's the main deck. We're still doing the blue-white counterbalance deck. If you have any questions about it, let me know. And yeah, that's it for now. See you again in the next episode. Ciao.